like this life that I'm living. This shit here ain't cheap. I make it look easy. Spin a bag all in my sleep. I chase dollars, not thotties. I run it up, just me. Show fuck with that Prada, so I had to get a double C's. She had silver all on her necklace, till I went and got her gold links. She got rich Tasia, she a bougie bitch, need her nails done every week. She know I love drugs, I'm always fucked up, keep me grounded, that's my little thug. Been rolling all week, off five
This
drugs,
bitch so
bad, she bad for me. A man a liar, he a geek. I know he ain't got more than me. A couple hundred in my sleep. You know I've been at it, so bad, she bad for me. A man a liar, he a geek. I know he ain't got more than me. A couple hundred in my sleep. You know I've been at it all week.
That's right, making the cameo right there in music videos these days. No big deal. No big deal. Hey?
Hello. Hey.
I'll wake her up. What up? How we doing? It is Thursday. We got one more day until the glories. Right? How we doing out there? Thank you for popping in here on High in Arizona. Thank you for watching on YouTube or Facebook, or if you're here on Twitch. How you doing? I noticed my mic was a little too hot too. I'm gonna try to turn it down just a little bit, just to see if it can get it popping. That's something that I just can't figure out. But one day, be all right. Marijuana, how we doing out there? What are we smoking? What are we smoking? Always gotta get there. Well, I gotta start with that smoking now. Beautiful morning, Chris says. There we go. Let me light this blunt. Bananaconda from GS. Oh, you know what? They had I forgot what strain it was, man, but Lowe's hit me with this this new flav. That shit was fire. I thought it was more like a grapefruit though. Like maybe I think it was like pineapple something. I'm not sure. Marijuana, what's the newest strain that you've tried out in Arizona though? Bear Family says, give me that Summis, that Super Booth. Summis is going to be at the lounge this month. Shake and bake to them. Always supporting. Always support. I think it was that pineapple fruit. Oh, we got Smacks Great Pie. What's up out there to YouTube? I see the YouTube gang out here. There we go. There we go. Nice. Just wanted to pop back in on a beautiful morning with you guys. Wake and bake, right? That's what we do. Shout out to anybody that pops into the lounge as well when they. I've been hearing more and more people saying they're watching at the lounge when they pop in. Thank you so much. What's up to my lounge heads out there? Shout out to you, right? Shit, we'll be smoking here in a little bit. The lounge has been popping too, as far as like more and more people are showing up to the lounge. More and more people are kicking it during the day. The daytime used to be more of a ghost town, but now we're getting our regulars. We're getting the regulars out there, so love for that. Slump City's gonna be there tomorrow. Nice. Ink Hurts. What's up? Ink Hurts been kicking it. He's been coming through. Lots of good things working on with Ink Hurts. Definitely have a big event planned coming up here on the 24th with Nectar Farms. Our guy Legends Canna. Return of the OGs. Return of the OG. When's the last time you smoked some OG? And do you believe in OG genetics? Is it something that you think is the greatest strain that is talked about, like some of the heads out here? Tell me what you think about these OGs. If you are an OG fan, you are not going to want to miss the 24th. Telling you, we got a few people out here trying to focus in on it, and they're bringing it to the lounge. Let's go. I saw that, Chris. Legends has got in mason jars now. They're selling ounces. Shout out to them. Shout out to Rabbit and Milady. I feel like you guys are a prime example of investing in your guys' selves by taking so many trips, man. Love that for you guys. Hey. Nice. I got some news I want to talk about. Probably the biggest news I want to talk about is recently people are in the cannabis community are trying to say that Harrison Walls is like the most pro-cannabis ticket we've ever had when it comes to a presidential candidate. Interested to talk about that. I saw something that I'll read a little bit about that so you guys are aware. Walls is new. If you aren't familiar with politics out here, he's done some stuff out in Minnesota that we'll talk about. I also want to talk about a new edition at the Home Growers Night. We've got Phoenix is actually representing on a global scale in cannabis, right? On a global scale. A lot of people say like, Phoenix, Arizona can't compare to California. Big fucking deal. That's fucking 100% of people can't compare themselves to California. California is the mecca of cannabis. It is what it is. But where do we place ourselves outside of that? Are we a top 5 in the nation? Are we? Let's talk about it. What about the globe? Like, where are we on the globe? We're going to talk about it. Rasta Ben, okay, nice. And this is a topic, and this is why I wanted to bring it up with the campaign for Harrison Walls and seeing that they're pro-cannabis. I see a comment out here from Rasta Ben saying, bullshit. Harris put more people away for cannabis than any other DA. She kept people in after their time for free labor. And I remember when she originally ran with Biden as the vice president, she did talk about how she was going to, free the weed or whatnot. And we never saw that happen. We at the tail end, we saw Biden, recommend that we reschedule cannabis, and then all federal charges, I believe, something with that. He removed all federal charges. He said, fuck politics, let's talk Reddit. That's another topic I want to talk about. If you're a fan of Reddit, in the past 6 months or so, maybe a little bit longer, that shit has changed. You can tell that it is owned by a fucking brand. I think it's owned by a dispensary, likely. What up, Smoke Dog? How we doing? All right, let's get into some topics. And shout out to you if you're following. Make sure that you drop exclamation raffle in the chat, and you'll be able to win a prize. BK says, saw a post how this dude was locked up by Harris and dug into his past when he was a teenager. And Harris charged him with a gang ties on top of cannabis charges. Man. It's wild to see politicians switch up on cannabis, right? Like, it's like you guys have a history of being anti-cannabis for fucking decades. So when all of a sudden now you're looking for that cannabis vote, come on, man. Like, we can easily look back and see that you are not fucking pro-cannabis. Hey, but can people change? Like, let me ask you this. If Harris came out and fucking descheduled cannabis, just fucking descheduled it. Boom. I mean, obviously, I know the politics, there's ways you got to do it. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, if she did it, would that change your opinion on it? People can change, right? They maybe got some studies. I don't know, man. That's wild to watch, cannabis and being commercialized. We are seeing more and more politicians talk about it. It's a topic to even begin with is wild. No, let's go. All right. Let's get into it real quick since that's the topic at hand. I've got that right here. So there's that. Let's get into it. Now, how am I supposed to do this? Now, what I've been trying to do is figure out how I can show you guys what I'm trying to show you. And then still be able to pop out. But I'm learning, guys. Give me a second here. Trying to do a new newsroom setup, okay? New newsroom setup. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it though. Let me see. I might have to do this. Give me 1 second while I work out the kinks. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. All right, into the newsroom. Okay, to the newsroom. Here we go. All right, we see this right here. Forbes magazine comes out and says Harris Walls is the first major ticket to support cannabis legalization. All right, so you can read this article here. I'm gonna drop it in the chat once I'm done explaining it, because that's how it's going to work right now. Okay. So reading into this article right here, it's saying Forbes is saying Harris Walls first major ticket to support cannabis legalization. Kamala Harris and her new running mate Governor Tim Walz just became the first major party ticket to support federal legalization of cannabis. While Harris has a complicated history with cannabis policy, she has come out in full support of legalization in recent years, sharing that the war on drugs was an abject failure. It's time to legalize marijuana and bring justice to people of color harmed by failed drug policies. Okay, that was Harris right there. Walz completes the pro-cannabis ticket with a strong history of supporting cannabis reform, including signing the bill to make adult use of cannabis legal in Minnesota. Now and what I like about these articles is they'll like give us like little insights of like, you know, percentages of things like that about cannabis. And this is one of them. They said pro-cannabis viewpoint could work in their favor, given that majority of voters support legalizing marijuana nationwide. According to a recent Fox News report, I bet you that was Emrod. I gotta turn these. Hey, thank you for that subscription though. 8 months, baby. Okay. Now, according to a Fox News poll, 69% of voters support adult use legalization, while only 30% opposed. 70%, we're going to round up. There we go. Okay, meanwhile, a Pew Research poll, I don't know how to do it. A Pew Research poll found that 88% of voters support either medical or recreational legalization, while only 11 oppose. So I'm gonna go with the Pews right there, because they're over here saying, nah, man, 88%, motherfucker. We almost at fucking 90% are for medical or recreational. We are winning. We are winning. Jesus, I got fucking arrested for a dirty pipe once. This is great. Okay. In 2023, Walz signed a bill into law that created legal adult use in Minnesota, made cannabis use for adults legal, and expunged low-level cannabis convictions. Pause for the cause. All right. So Walz wrote off, fucking said adult use cannabis in Minnesota.
Here comes the money.
You guys, I appreciate that. Gone. All right. What we know right now is prohibition does not work. And I agree with you. He explained at his signing ceremony, we've criminalized a lot of folks who are going to start the expungement process. So good for that. Walz also made clear that equity was an important consideration in the process of legalization, supporting measures to strengthen social equity provisions. He explained that, quote, too often marginalized communities are left to the side. They're left back. All right. Walz's record goes beyond legalizing marijuana in Minnesota. He consistently backed cannabis reform in Congress, sponsoring a bill to increase medical marijuana research for veterans, while also co-sponsored bills for regulating hemp. The hemp. It's all hemp, baby. And legalizing CBD. And he consistently voted in favor of amendments to protect state-run cannabis and hemp programs. All right, that's Walz right there, okay? That is Walz. Oh, man, did I have that shit down the whole time? Motherfucker. So, yeah, that's Harris and Walz. First major ticket to support cannabis is what is being projected to us. So, I'll drop that link in the chat now if you want to go in there and read it yourselves. That was the shit that I found interesting out of the article. Okay, there we go. And that's how we're gonna do it now, okay? Because I'm tired of them fucking blocking me when I'm trying to give you guys the news. All right, so I'm gonna fucking break it down a little bit. I'm gonna give you what I found interesting in that, and then I'll give you the link and you can read it. All right, that's the new news style. Throw some eggs in the chat if you're fucking with it. Throw some eggs in the chat if you're fucking with it. All right. Dame, good question. Dame's asking if they got any of the new drop, like that 5 grams for fucking $20. I don't know. Jeppy, did you know Twitch is having a promotion on High in Arizona channel where you can sub up and get 3 months of Apple TV for free? Shut up. We doing things out here, okay? No big deal. No big deal.
Hail to the champion, baby.
All right. Next up on the docket. All right, next up here. Let me get the newsroom ready. We want to talk about, have you ever felt just incredibly stoned and like nervous, tripping, maybe even like, I'm too stoned right now. Oh my God, I'm freaking the fuck out. Have you? Well, there's a product, and this is one of maybe the only 2 products that I've ever seen that says, let me calm you down there, guy. Let me calm you down off this reefer. And it's called Undo to the Newsroom. So this product is Undo. What it says, this is the header. We help you have a better cannabis experience. Okay. Now, what they're saying is basically, you know, and this is, and you know, we're gonna have them on. I might even take the Undo challenge. Take 1,000 milligram edible, and then fucking trip out, and then drink it and see if it works. You know what I mean? Like, let's really put this shit to the test. You know, they are confident that this works. They said like it's for everybody, right? They're like, okay, well, even if you are someone that has never felt that they've ever had a scary situation with cannabis, they were ever too high, they said, well, what about in an emergency situation, right? You never know what can come up. Maybe you want to de-stone yourself. Take your level from a 10 where you're comfortable, chilling, down to a 2 or 3, right? You never know. Emergency situations. I was like, okay. They got a couple. Now, what about this? He's saying this product will reset your receptors or something like that. I'm not a scientist. He'll be able to explain. They'll be able to explain. They reached out. They want to do some things at the shop, at the smoke shop. But I was like, hey, you know, at the lounge, I'm going to say we've had some people that have gotten a little too stoned for their own level of comfort. And having some of this, if it works, shit. Nice. We actually have someone in the chat. 710 Chris says the reset ain't bad and feels like it works. So what the reset does is it basically, if you have a high tolerance, It's going to I think cleanse your cannabis receptor. I don't fuck, man. All right, we gotta get him back on. We gotta get him on here. Undo. Let's get you on here to explain this process. I was curious if anybody out there has tried it, and it sounds like we got one person in the chat, 710 Chris. So yeah, we'll see what's up with this. We will see what's up with this. I might take the challenge, I told him. Undo. Let's see if they got like a video. Oh, there's no sound though. All right, tells you what it is though. That's cool. Don't you think the commercials should be like, they could have some fun with these commercials now I'm thinking about it. What's up, Concentrated? What's up, my dude? My dude, I need your help. I need to get rid of these overlays that we have had for like 4 fucking years, my guy. Every time it's just, I can't figure it out. I need your help, all right? Chaps Concentrated Mind, that is the dude that is that helped me build this up and make it what it is today. Shout out to my dude.
Smoke weed every day.
Now, don't you think that Undo is missing a amazing opportunity right here? Hey, what's up, Cherry? How you doing? They could be making some parody fucking commercials, right? Like some like, oh my god, I'm fucking way too stoned right now. And then like maybe like the Undo man busts through the wall and says, don't trip. Just take a sip. Undo. Yo, stoned, right? Come on. There's so much opportunity. They're keeping it pro, though. They are keeping it pro. Maybe this person. Wow. Now you even think about it, too. And think about the you know, cross promo you can do, right? Like, shit, fuck yeah. Why don't you come around and pass out a bunch of undos at my party? And then it's going to get people, you know, they're going to lose their stone. And then they're going to be like, fuck, I need some more stone, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, fuck it. Walk around, like, with a tray of undos and de-stone my party, right? I don't know. That's wild. Look at this. They're partying, though. They're out there. I like it. Like I said, man, a unique product in the market. I believe that there's one other one out there. Not sure the name of it. Undo. Let's talk. Let's talk. Looking forward to having him on the show here. Okay, we've been having a conversation recently more about having the hash nights. We talked about, you know, about can someone go get a class if they're looking to start, you know, making hash. We're going to go ahead and open up something at the High Lounge, and we're going to say, hey, if you're interested, come chop it up with a bunch of hash makers at the lounge and kick some game, learn some little bit, you know, and find out how it's all started with them and get some tips and whatnot from the local community. Shout out to everybody that wants to be involved with it.
Baby.
He says, my buddy needs that shit every day. Michelle says, even out by Hippie Chicks. There is another one. Okay. So that is going to be going down though on Home Growers Night. We've already had a bunch of home growers pulling up every last Wednesday of the month. We've been doing it now, I believe, it's been like 15, 16 months running now that we've done these home grower nights. And now we're like, fuck it, like let's include the hash makers, right? Let's come on, bring it. We were thinking about maybe doing its own night. Nah, come on, let's all join together, right? It's all one plant. Hey, what up, Samson Glass? How we doing out there? Shout out to Jenny watching on Facebook. Smoking with us now, she's saying. Appreciate you watching on all platforms. You can now watch on YouTube and you can watch on Facebook, so shout out to that. We did have a giveaway, the early bird. If you get in early before the first, I think it's like 20 minutes we're doing. You get into a raffle, and we have some cannabis gifts, or right now we even have rigs. We've got rigs and some, and maybe even some clothing to pick from if you go down, if you win. So here we go. Let's get it on the early bird giveaway. Still has 3 minutes, actually. I see it's still counting down right now. So if you want to get in it, go ahead and jump on in there. You got 3 minutes. Okay. So I'm trying to do a little something different with the High Lounge and the brands that want to fuck with us. And what I mean by that is, like, let's say Birdies out there, right? Birdies is sponsoring the lounge right now, hooking up our members out there, blowing it down. And we started something called basically a week sponsorship. It's where you sponsor, a brand is going to sponsor us for, throughout the week. We'll do different contests throughout the week. And with that, we want to show love to people who purchase those brands, right? And so we're doing right now with Birdies a promotion that if you have anything Birdies related, I don't give a fuck if it's a t-shirt, if it's a hat, a sticker, if you have the product is the best, if you have a receipt that you just purchased some, you're gonna get in free for the High Lounge. It's gonna be today and Sunday. Let me make sure. It might be Monday. It's going to be today and Tuesday. My bad. So today and Tuesday are going to be Birdies, enter in free. All Birdie, enjoyers out there. You're smoking some Birdies. I'm smoking at the High Lounge. You're getting in free. Shout out to Birdies for sponsoring us. They are a pre-roll. They look like let me go ahead and find their page real quick. And I like Birdies because they made it look like not a joint, but more so inconspicuous joint. Like it looks like a cigarette. I hate to say that, but it in a sense, it looks like a little slim. So you could just be out there puffing this anywhere. And when I've seen this done before, I've always thought that the filters need to work. High Birdies has figured that out, so check them out. Shout out to High Birdies. Let's go here and see if I can pull them up so you guys know what you're looking for here. Oh, there we go. To the newsroom. So High Birdies, look like this right here. This is their California packaging, but it looks exactly the same. So shout out to them for doing it. And let's go ahead and smoke this whole blunt. I smoked the whole blunt. Want to give a shout out to Desert Valley Testing. I am going to be dropping off a sample of my flower. It is time to find out, where do I stack up? I talk a lot about the terps, right? And I judge a lot of people's flower, and I want to know the terp level. Shout out to our guy in the chat that went out there, Dr. Strains, I believe it is. He was the first one that got anything tested on our High in Arizona team here. So it's time to follow up. Let's see where my terp percentage stacks up. And it'd be crazy to see if I had any kind of fucking like bullshit in it, right? I use Floraflex and RO. That's it. So I'd be shocked. I shouldn't see anything in there, but we're going to try it out. Nice. Sean Devon. Nice. Appreciate you tagging people. I see what's going on now. Tagging people, sharing the stream on Facebook. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate that. It's unfortunate you guys can't see the comments that I get on YouTube or Facebook on the Twitch stream, but that's why I try to mention them so they show that they get that love. Let's see here. Hash holes. Hash holes are obviously popping right now. We've got even a hash hole holiday, 11:30. Trust we will be doing something at the lounge for hash hole holiday. But I was wondering, because I'm seeing now multiple companies form for these hash holes and the donuts and whatnot, and it's like, you know, how long do we feel that the hash holes will be a thing, you know? And is it something that will be a staple, you know, like we are seeing now with rosin? You know, let me give you an example, like, or will there be a defined point of it? It's still working its process out. What up, Rusty? How we doing? Now, rolling up a donut has definitely been around for many moons. Definitely been smoking those things. We used to call them snakes in the grass when, you know, in my younger days. So I definitely know that putting fucking hash in these joints is going to be a thing. But how long will it be available like it is? You know, is it more of something that you feel is going to be as consistent as buying flour, as consistent as we're seeing a, you know, rosin out there on the market? Do you think it's here to stay? That's what I was wondering about these donuts. Rabbit says, I still think hash holes are nice. I get way more stoned taking a dab and smoking a joint. BK says, we are in a solventless shift in the market. I think it will stay around. 420 Craig saying, I think it'll introduce people to rosin. So yeah, okay. Chomp says, I still never had one. What's up? Yet even Jeter got into it. BK is saying, yes, that is true. That is true. Shout out to everybody out there and running it. Wookie says, I still need my motherfucking BHO. There's not BHO donuts or what? What's the hottest BHO on the market right now? Wookie, let's go ahead and hear. I think I asked you this multiple times throughout this these high in Arizonas, but you know, you're the Mr. BHO, so break it down for us. So I wanted to ask, we got into the conversation with, you know, consumption and you know, daily consumption and things like that. I was curious now, do you think it is common for the general consumer to smoke away from their home, right? Or do you think that it's more common that it's the higher percentage absolutely will smoke anywhere that it is okay, right? I'm thinking about this obviously because I'm in the lounge industry, right? And like we'll have like these conversations amongst the partners and things like that, and amongst members about like, you know, making the lounge busier and the lounge just industry in general. And like it makes me think, like, I don't know how many people really want that opportunity, right? A lot of, you know, I don't know what percentage of people are interested in actually just going out and consuming cannabis in that setting and then, you know, finding their way home afterwards. I think that, you know, we're seeing obviously the type of crowds that do it. We're seeing that there are a percentage of it. We're seeing that even though we have multiple locations currently, we're seeing them all sell out on a given night. I've definitely seen when we're packed out and we've got a line, you look down the street and Excel's got, you know, a packed house as well. So the demand is there for sure. I'm not saying that like it's not something we need, but I'm just kind of curious on the 100% of a consumer, how much of that percentage smokes weed outside of their house? I started marinating on. I thought I'd ask you guys the question. See what you guys kind of thought. If you think it's more common or less common. Shout out to everybody in the chat commenting right there. I appreciate it. Let's see. BK says, I'll consume wherever, but I'm the oddball stoner that doesn't smoke until after 5. Gets work done. I see it. Drew says, I smoke everywhere. Literally everywhere. Okay. DLT says, all I need is Old Town needs a lounge. Not as many tourists are comfortable session in a hotel room. Facts. That is one of the biggest attractions at the High Lounge that we will get, being the, you know, I believe are the closest lounge to a airport, the airport over there. And we get people all the time coming in being like, hey, you know, I heard this is the place to go. Shout out to all of the dispensaries and the dispensary agents out there that recommend the High Lounge. I really do appreciate that. You know, that shit does help us tremendously. So thank you very much. But I agree. You can't smoke in the hotel, baby. Come through. Come through. And I'm looking for when we are able to do recreational delivery, instead of me telling a person walking into the High Lounge or the smoke shop that, no, we don't sell weed. Oh, we sell weed. Now, we have this kiosk, you order it, and they deliver it. But damn right we sell weed. Come sit down, chill. Chill. We'll get your weed right here. You don't want to go back out there. You don't want to go back out there and then go into a line. You can sit right here, chill at the bar, watch this little TV. Hell yeah. Oh, that's true. Thank you, Inkhurst. The Clarendon Hotel. We haven't talked about them a lot lately, but the Clarendon Hotel is a stoner-friendly hotel. You can rent a room and get baked in your room. So shout out to the Clarendon Hotel, and they are actually a large group. They just bought a hotel out in fucking Vegas. So shout out to them. That's a big ass. I didn't realize they were that big. You know what I mean? Tight. Now what? Okay, does anyone know what's going on with the other lounge that was in Glendale, the house? I haven't seen much going on with that at all. Does anyone have any any situation with that lounge? I heard that, it's going through its troubles or whatever. The Coffee Cafe, thank you. Whatever happened to the Coffee Cafe? Is it still going down, or am I just out of the loop? What's up? How you doing, Renee? Thank you for popping in. Shout out to you. Willie Jackson on YouTube saying that is over. It is over. No, I did, Johnny. I interviewed, but that was a couple months ago, and since then, I really haven't heard of them, like doing any events or anything like that. So I just kind of wanted to reach out and see what's up. Pow, yeah, Coffee Cafe. It was out in Glendale. It was a cool little concept, actually, too. I thought they were dope. I thought they had. I never went, but like from the outside looking in, it looked sick. Nice little patio situation. Look, nice. Why I said owner flipped out on Jason and the coffee crew. They doing events at Exhale now. Oh, damn. Okay. All right. There is a consumption lounge at the Old Candies Strip Club. Oh, shit. See some titties and get litty? Damn. We seen that in a different state. If I'm not mistaken, there was, I forgot, we've talked about it in High in Arizona before, but there was a strip club that, I thought it was a dispensary too, though. I thought you can buy weed there too. So they were like, I was like, damn. That's wild right there. 2 joint titty Tuesday. Oh shit. There we go. Huh. Interesting. I think it's not like the old days and shit. I don't freak them as much now, so I wouldn't really give a damn. But maybe on those special occasions, those bachelor parties or something like that, to roll up a blunt. I'm gonna say I've done it a couple times. A couple of them. We've had some out here in Phoenix that don't advertise it, but they let you get down like that. So, I forgot the name of one of them, but that shit was lit. We were just smoking blunts in that motherfucker. Okay. Should we give a fuck? Speaking of smoking in places that normally you wouldn't, right? Like a strippy. Do you think that we should give a fuck about the smell? Like, do you think that we should care about we stank up a place? Like, let's not even say when we're smoking weed. Now, we all have had that happen where we smoke hella weed and then we go somewhere and they're like, damn! Damn! Right? How you feel about that? Do you wear it with pride? You're like that shit fucking fire. That shit was lit.
Smoke weed every day.
Or do you think that we should calm it down, spray on something, I know we talked about it here a couple weeks ago about the workplace, right? We talked about it like, do you share with your coworkers if you're smoking reefer? A lot of that's where the conversation came, where a lot of people, if they knew how much you smoked weed, they might be like, okay, you might got a problem. Man. I don't know, man. There's only one time. There's only the only time that ever when I ask myself this question, I'm always just like, man, when it involves the kids, right? Like, yeah, I have a vehicle that I don't smoke in, so that way I can, take the kiddos to school or somewhere without worrying about it stinking like some reefer, right? I would feel some type of way. That's just it. That's the one thing that gets me. Anywhere else is like, no. What's good? Right? Okay. Why one? Marijuana. South by Southwest is we're gonna get out of Arizona news real quick. Shout out to Mr. Paul, our gas station. How did you pop in right now when I'm getting ready to talk about Texas? That's wild right there. So we have an egghead, our guy Paul, Mr. Lunchtime Dab Time, and he lives in Texas and inhales Delta 8 cannabis all the time. Bucky's OG is his favorite. Now we're looking at South by Southwest. Austin has opened it up though, right? There's a couple places in Texas that have opened it up, and Austin is one of them. Now Austin has one of the best festivals, music festivals, in my opinion, in the nation yearly, called South by Southwest. Pretty much every artist that is like, has a movement, that wants movement, that is trying to hold on to their movement is in South by Southwest. It is fucking dope. It goes down once a year, I believe for 2 weeks. Might be 1 week. I've only been to it a few times myself. It was fucking tight. Now they're saying, smoke weed, baby. Smoke the weed. Smoke it. Smoke it. So that's a beautiful thing. I got sent that information, and I'm very interested in seeing how that's going to go. I think that'll be a really dope situation out there where, now we can sit back, smoke weed, and not get in trouble for it. I mean, we're smoking weed regardless. Tucked away. We always find ways to smoke weed. I'm one of those ones that definitely smoke outside the house. Let's go. I'm definitely smoking outside the house. So we'll see what happens this year, South by Southwest, now including the reefer. Shout out to them. Let's do this giveaway now. We know it's closed. 32 people got in this one. This is a big one. Let's go. Rabbits! Okay. I remember the last time you won something, my dude. Congratulations. Now, I know you are a man that has the finer things when it comes to your pieces. He's got a Toro. I believe you got a Sav, absolutely. And, so let's see if you pick out one of these pieces. Let's see what you got over there. Oh, shit. And Emrod dropped out some other news about Texas. Watch yourself out there, saying Houston, Texas is known for the biggest STD world capital right now. So, whoa, okay. That is not the business right there. Not the business. Nice. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's it. That's the news. I'm chilling. I'm gonna roll one up right now. Smoke one with the lady before I get out of here. Go on my work day. I got a big meeting today. Wish me luck. Okay, wish me luck. Big meeting right here. I got a dispensary that is interested in me throwing a smoke shop in that bitch. Okay, we might already spilled the beans over here. Thank you, appreciate you, my dude. But I've always been curious about this. How dispensaries have been doing their thing with selling paraphernalia and things like that. And right when I was stepping out of the industry, They said, let me pull you right back. Willie said, don't do it. Don't do it. Tell me why, Willie. Break it down. Hell yeah. All right, let me break this up. If you don't grow your own, please. Please grow your own. Let's take a look at my plants over here. It's doing its thing. So lonely. I can see actually now I need to probably put up a... Oh, what? I wonder if I can fix this real quick, because I bet you... Video default. No, do shit. Real smokers aren't going to be able to go there. Oh man, we're still gonna have high maintenance, and if you haven't been into high maintenance in a week or so, make sure you go check it out. Shout out to the new owners, Adam and Nico. They are filling it up nicely, and as soon as they finish filling this thing up, we're gonna start heavily promoting it. And honestly, what I really feel like this would be, if I was to do this, is really reaching a crowd that I no longer appeal to. You know, it's like a smoke shop doesn't always, basically when we went recreational and dispensaries started carrying small items like smoke shops, it took away a particular customer, a particular client. The client that just don't give a fuck, right? The client that is a mom and pop, the ones that don't give a fuck about a brand, they just want this, you know, inexpensive piece, in, out, no fucks given. Now, that's a pretty big client. Out of the pie that I had, if this was my pie, we're talking about that clientele was like all of the pie. No, it wasn't all of it, but it was a lot, man. I'm talking like 70%. So it's changed the game on smoke shop. So for me, this is an opportunity to retouch base with a clientele that has zero appeal to going into a smoke shop. So like, it's not like I'm gonna go in there and we're gonna have like Toro slurpers and shit. Like, no. It's gonna be fucking straight import, you know, inexpensive, just what that particular crowd would really like. So just opportunity. You gotta get out there and you know, see what it does. So, but you will be able to go into it because it is recreational. So unless you're not 21, you'll be able to pop in there. So, you know, you might still find yourself going in that one as well. Shout out though, I want to give a shout out to Zong, the smoke shop out there in Mesa. Please, you're gonna start seeing me popping in there more and saying what's up out there. But if you're out in Mesa, you got a shitload of smoke shop options. But if you could, go to the one on Power in Southern for your boy. Come on. The raffle was over, and Rod, the raffle was won by Rabbits, Mr. Motherfucking Rabbits. Nice. I'm gonna break this weed up, guys. What is your Thursday plans? What is going down? If anybody out there is watching that is interested in getting in Arizona cannabis, you know, I can help you out 100%. Link you up with what you want. As many people have told me, oh, you wanna sell some weed? Just let me know how much you need. So it is abundance out here, and I got you. Right there, Rusty says, on God, I need a career. Oh shit, I did want to bring that up. If you do want to work in cannabis, that was a topic that I forgot to bring up. If you want to work in cannabis, we're going to be working with... There it is. I was like, where the fuck is it? On August 22nd, we're going to be working with the good guys of AZ. And they're going to be bringing in a company that will fingerprint you for your FA or DA card. Okay, this is a big deal. The fingerprinting might be the only fee that you have if you wanted to go and get your FA DA without this event, and that's like $40. If I'm not mistaken, they're going to be doing free fingerprinting for FADAs at this event. But I could be fucking straight false, and they could be doing just an incredible deal for linking it up. Let me get the facts straight. But on the 22nd, regardless, this is going to be the best deal that you can get down at the High Lounge. Get your FADA card. The Good Guys AZ trying to make it easy. What an FA is, a facility agent or a dispensary agent. FADA, that's what that means. If you've seen that around, you're like, what the fuck? You basically need a card so you can work in Arizona cannabis. Very easy to get in this process. And it could be like there's a fee, I believe, for $300 to $500. However, your first time it's waived by the state if you meet a certain requirement. So come through, find out. This is a way to get your foot in the door, and you get this out of the way when you are interested in working in cannabis and you're doing these interviews. These days, they really are looking for you to already have your facility agent card or your dispensary agent card. And if you don't, it does put you a little bit behind maybe some other applicants who already do. And then also, let's say that you don't have one and you do wait till you get hired, it's actually going to delay your process until you go and get this. So it is a pretty quick process, but just stay ahead of it. And then there's more benefits behind it. Now, you'll be able to walk into pretty much all dispensaries have a facility agent or dispensary agent discount. So you'll be able to use that when you're purchasing marijuana. It is not going to work with your local plug, okay? Your local plug's not going to care, okay? Not at all. But it's okay. You still got the license side, okay? Yeah, that's how that works. Don't pull it out with that local legend. Don't pull it out with that local legend unless you want to get in a conversation about how poorly marijuana is grown on the other side, okay? You know what I'm talking about. You got in them conversations, haven't we? Come on. My favorite is when you get in one of those conversations with someone who thinks their weed is really good and it is not good at all. You're like, dog, dispensary's growing better weed than you. I don't know if you want to just kind of take yourself out that little, paddy wagon there. Dame says, I need me a local legend, baby. DLT, if it was possession, you should be able to get expunged by the state. Slump? Oh, what's up, Slump? Do you know if you can work for a dispensary with felonies for weed under an ounce? I believe so, actually. I believe it's not all felonies like that. I believe it's like a certain felonies. But don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. But like DLT, I believe, said right there, yes, you can actually reach out to AZ Normal. If you're someone that wants to get your previous cannabis convictions expunged and you're like, where do I start? The best place to start is Arizona Normal. They have an amazing group of people that will help you and give you the guidelines, or even they do clinics where they will expunge felonies for free at these clinics. So Arizona Normal, reach out to them if you are interested in having any of your previous felonies removed. It is worth at least the attempt, right? That right there is worth at least going to Arizona Normal, sending them a message, explaining your situation, and seeing what they say. Go out there and get your shit right so that way you can keep doing you. Oh shit, they want to take fraud? Okay, Johnny Blaze is in here breaking it down. So it's violent felonies are a no. I didn't know if it was like cannabis or things like that. Same goes for fraud. Okay. Nice. And then Zia Green saying over 10 years too is no longer excluded. One of the things that's held me back in life is assuming shit. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times I will assume this, that, and the other. Let me tell you that it's worth it to just get the info. Make a call. These days, everything is so easy to get information too. It's right at your fingertips. In with the internet, with you can even send fucking messages. You don't even have to talk to people, So definitely, get out there and get that knowledge, and help us all, help us all, baby. DLT says, "Fuck assuming, just ask. Dumber people than you are asking, so don't feel dumb." I was reminded of this quote the other day where it's like the only dumb question is the one not asked, right? Ask the questions. Let's go. Yeah, I know I'm not intelligent. I claim to be the opposite. I'm a Neanderthal. I'm out here just trying to figure it out. Let's go. There it is. That's a good point as well. Marijuana, you guys, I appreciate you popping in. I wanted to let you know. Do you remember last week, on Monday and Tuesday last week, I was like, I'm not going to promote the podcast at all, and I'm just going to see who my eggheads are, right? And we have been on a stride of building here. I want to say thank you for popping in like you do. Since I started collecting the data, we have doubled our audience, right? But when I post up these things and stuff like that, the audience is you guys are my eggheads in here, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Let's drop that.
The champ is here.
That's right.
The champ is here.
We getting it.
The champ is
We
here.
getting it. Stutter always the first one in this bitch too. Shout out to Stutter, always dropping that first comment in here. Appreciate you. Hell yeah. Let's go, Wyatt. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Bros Grow. Let's go. More to come with Bros Grow for sure. For sure. 420 Craig. Hey, shout out to everybody watching on the YouTube and Facebook. I feel like Facebook is kind of building up some steam. I think we went from having an average of 1.
That is good weed. That is good weed.
Damn right. Oh shit, I smoked Wyatt out of with some of my weed yesterday. Shout out to Wyatt. And he said it was good. He said it was good. He mentioned the flavor, and then we had Ben Ballin, or I think it is Ben smoking. I don't know. Another grower out there was admiring the reefer. I was like, dang, I lost my woods. I went downstairs. 8.5, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Facebook acts up, but you share anyways. Thank you. I appreciate that, huh? Facebook. I was shocked on Facebook with what we're talking about, that they actually allow it to continue. But we'll see how long that goes. Marijuana, you guys, shout out to my sponsors. I need to get them their logos back on the screen. But big shout outs to Lunchbox, you do see on there. Shout out to Neverlow Glass Gallery out in Yuma. If you're ever driving through Yuma, please go ahead and stop in there. Shout out to Drips, TrueMed. We're going to be doing a cross promo with them and Out of Town Pop, where we're mixing up their syrup with maybe some exotic pop soon, so pay attention to that. Shout out to True Infusion. I'm going to be doing the True Infusion Challenge all football Sundays starting in September, so make sure you pay attention to that. Desert Valley Testing. If you're watching this, you grow at home, I'm going to give you a free test from Desert Valley Testing, the state's original testing facility for cannabis. So longest running in the state. They're going to make sure they do it great. And I'm dropping mine off to date. Hey! Shout out to ET Apothecary for supplying me with water that I never seem to be drinking. I apologize. I need to have it always on my desk. Damn it! And then with that, you know how I like to end it. Let's go!
We are the champions, my friends.
Look at the wheel! Keep on fighting to the end. Appreciate you guys, man. Have a great day.
What the fuck?